And should be up in a second. Go live. Good evening, everybody. This is your boy D Cott from the Gametime Network with my guy Brandon Reef from Crossroads Sports, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, bringing nothing but good vibes to the Indiana nation. So, man, welcome to the show, man. I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah, back. I think part of my body's still down there, possibly, so recovering. Overall, though, no, great time down there. We left early Thursday, got down there. Weather was perfect. The South treating me well, as always. It does when I'm down there. No, it legit, when they say it was like 80-20 or maybe 90-10, there was just a very, very few pockets of Oregon fans there. Even in the streets, it was just IU everywhere. The place we went to World of Coke one day while we were there. It was all IU fans, and it was funny because at the end of the thing it says, "Now enjoy your tour." After the video, the entrance video, and somebody in there goes, they did the Hoosier chant, and then somebody goes, "Ducks, the Ducks drink Pepsi." So that was a nice little bash at them. Now, listen, me being a Purdue guy, I was down there supporting my father, IU fan. So I did the task this past weekend, did the deed with him. Him, my brother, and myself went. It was pretty cool fun, and they crushed them. First play of the game. Even with not even being an IU fan, I had goosebumps. Just the ovation, the roar on that pick six on the first play. I thought the cap, the little roof in the middle that opens up, I thought the damn thing blew off. That's how loud it was in there on that pick six.
Nice, man. Nice. You know, when I was watching it from here, it was the same thing, right? You know, it hit and then, is that JB? There he is. It hit and then all of a sudden just the roar, right? The roar of the crowd. And then one of the things that I thought was interesting, I'm adding JB. He's on this shit.
He's got to turn on his screen. He usually does this.
So after they score, you know, Oregon goes down and goes down the field and scores a touchdown. And I'm thinking, okay, we got a barn burner here, right? Not even close, man. Kurt Signetti, I think you and I and JB, we had a show about 4 weeks ago, maybe before playoffs even started. And I said, listen, keep your foot on the gas and don't stop. A fourth quarter, 12 minutes ago, you're up 42-15. They're kicking the ball to you, and you put on a punt block.
Yeah.
Man,
how about the craziness? And I was telling my dad this there, because they obviously one of the big screens had all the stats always. Through three quarters, the stats were eerily, they were right there with each other.
Right.
There wasn't much separating them besides rushing yards was maybe by 60 yards or so, but there wasn't much separation from the points. You just had the two turnovers. You had the Dante Moore interception,
right,
and you had the Dante Moore fumble. Those were both resulted in 14 points. It was 21-7 there in the second quarter. And I told my dad, I said, if you can get it to 31 before halftime, this boy was a wrap, guaranteed wrap. I will give it to Oregon fans, though. They did not leave. They all stuck it out until the final about 5 minutes or so.
Look, man, if you got to fly 3,000 miles and spend that type of bread, you're going to stay off as well. Because you said there's only about 10,000 of them there, right?
So, I don't even know if I give them that.
Really? Man.
I really don't, man. There was very few pockets of Oregon fans. I think a lot of it was family. Obviously, it was down below. But the Hoosier chant that they did, it sounded like a bunch of Georgia Bulldogs in there is what it sounded like.
Man, it was great to see from TV. Welcome to the neighborhood, JB. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Well, you know, I couldn't let Brandon Reef be the only one. We having a little bit of issues with the wireless situation over here. So I do apologize for being a couple. Yeah, the homie Brandon Reef was boots on the ground, man, live and living color, man. He was able to share, you know what I'm saying, some pictures and whatnot through social media and through the Crossroads Sport. You know what I'm saying? I was thoroughly impressed, man. How could you not be? I thought I thought the Oregon Ducks. I'll be honest with you, man. Man, I said, man, he's like a shark in the water, man. He sees that blood, man. They man, quarterback wasn't necessarily ready for the big lights of this particular game, man. And they brought the pressure, they brought the funk. You know, one. You know what I'm saying? You got a pick six. So, the way I kind of look at it, man, you know, tail of the tape, man. Indiana, like Michael Irvin, can keep that belt. You might want to keep that belt at home.
I tell you, I have heard about the cheating rumor. Thanks for the message, Eli. Listen, here it's easy to say they're cheating when they're beating you at your own game. You know,
but it's actually not. It's actually not cheating because, like, it was debunked. I've seen 4 posts today that show Carson Beck on Thursday night using the same substance on his hands, and then the same people during the Big Ten championship, Ohio State using it, and then as well as the SEC championship game, Tyler Simpson using it. So it's no different from a pitcher using a rosin bag.
Right.
And this is a Purdue fan telling you there's no cheating.
Here's the thing, man. It's easier to try to chase things down to make yourself feel better when your teams have gotten their asses kicked. Okay. You know, I'm in these Bama groups. I'm telling you, I'm an absolute proud Bama fan. Love my Hoosiers too. But I'm ashamed of a lot of these Alabama fans, Ohio State fans, these bitter fans acting as though Indiana's got some type of secret sauce that no one else has heard of. This is ridiculous, man.
Well, I don't know if I thought y'all was kind of the fact that Indiana's kind of a little longer in the tooth. Got a couple super seniors. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get to that, JB, on Cops Corner later in the week. But nah.
But I don't really trip on that because everybody got transfer players. So you know what I'm saying? We kind of know everything's kind of fair and you know what I'm saying? I kind of look at it like this, man. To tell their tape. Indiana beat Ohio State. Indiana beat Oregon twice. You know what I'm saying? We can kind of talk about even how in their preseason. You know what I'm saying? Indiana State, and you know what I'm saying? Did they play Wyoming? The Montana State, one of them, right? But like they play some ranked teams, they play some high power teams, and there's no really, my personal opinion, there's really no reason why they shouldn't necessarily be favored going into this game. I get it; it's technically a home game for Miami, and I know the crowd's gonna be wild.
And JB, you may want to log out and log back in. JB, you're cutting in and out on this.
I'm cutting in and out.
Yeah,
of course I am.
Log out and come right back in and see what that does anything for you. Yeah, until he gets back in. So, you know, I think what JB's talking about, a pseudo home game, but I don't think it's a pseudo home game at all. The only home of it is because it's in Miami.
I mean, IU fans will be there. They'll travel.
Here's a stat I saw last night, Brandon, and I didn't know this. Indiana has 800,000 alum. Miami has 200,000. Miami is not known to go and support their team in the way of you would normally see a great college football program, right? So I'm going to just say to this, it sounds good, but I would not be surprised if it's 50-50.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 50, because remember, you got your people down in Miami. I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it's going to be 50-50.
Go back and look at the 2002 national championship against Ohio State. There was more Ohio State fans there than Miami for their game. So Miami fans don't travel well. Now they'll have a contingency there. Believe me. It was second quarter. We were already looking at national championship tickets, and that stuff was already at
I peeped it. Listen, I peeped it out. I'm good. I'll be here watching it in the living room.
Yeah, I told my dad. I said, "Well, we're already damn near halfway there if we want to make the rest of the drive, and I got to figure out work the rest of the week, but and then take a loan out." But no, it was IU fans will travel. They put some packages together. If you're putting a number on me, maybe 65-35 IU fans.
Wow.
I think we'll be down there. There's a lot of fans. I think the problem is the prices, but watch the prices. I think they're going to go down as you kind of get closer towards the end of the week.
It's just like the odds, right? It's just like odds. They start them off high and see where the money's going to go. And, you can go on those sites and get, and I'm sure there's going to be some people, some offline things as well too.
Yeah, JB, man, my man went. I was down in Atlanta watching on Saturday or Thursday night. All the IU fans were cheering for Ole Miss, crazily cheering for Ole Miss in that game. But when the belt came out, oh, you should have heard the IU faithful down there at the bar when the belt came out. How many whippings did he give that belt?
The Michael Irvin belt, the famous belt.
To mess with. Hey, you better watch out. Signetti might choke his ass out with that belt.
Well,
I'm telling you.
I hope not. I just didn't think, man, like when you route somebody, like they had the belt off versus Oregon. Like they didn't. This still was a highly contested game. You know what I'm saying? The homie, Trinidad Chaplin probably will want to play it back a couple of plays or whatever. But that's a highly tested game. You know what I'm saying? Ole Miss, friend. So you still, you tip your hat to the winner of the game. They are in the final two. A lot of folks doubted Carson Beck for sure. Especially
I was one of them.
Tumultuous.
Hey, hand raised. I've already done my public apology though. I did mine after the last game. A lot of people don't realize this as well. People want to knock these super seniors. Carson Beck is in his 7th year in college football as well. So we can't. This is what the lay of the land of college football has become, right?
Right.
And we're gonna. I'm gonna embrace all of it because you still got to be good enough to play. It doesn't matter if you're a 7th year senior or a redshirt sophomore. You still got to be good enough to play. And speaking of red shirts, Mr. Tony from Miami, who should be a senior in high school right now, I'm telling you, electric, 100% electric. Number 10 from Miami on that bubble screen, he hit that hole like he knew where he was going. He's been electric all playoffs, all season. And even Ole Miss was trying to bracket him, and he still got away. Mm-hmm. He is a problem. He scares the blankety blank out of me. He's got more speed than anybody on the Indiana's team. And it's just scary how well they put him in play. It reminds me of Devontae Smith at Bama in his Heisman Trophy year. Remember all those ways they found a way to give him the ball? All those ways.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, I think Tony is going to have a hand in this game come on the 19th. I'm not saying they're going to win, but he's going to play a significant part of that game on the 19th.
With how IU's done, and we got the blowout to Bama, the blowout to Oregon, blowout damn near maybe all but 2 games in the regular season, 3 games in the regular season. The Ohio State, Penn State,
Penn State, yeah.
By God, by the way, JB, they put the 73-0 score up on the board in there of Indiana State. I poured one out a little bit when they showed that on the big screen as they went through all the entire season. Then they booed the Purdue score, so that was nice to see Purdue up there. But my question is, 7.5 guys. I feel like that's as much as they've blown teams out. 7.5 for a natty.
I said it too.
What do I do?
You saw my post. I said now's the time to jump. Oh, that's a hook on top of that. You got a hook there, man. That's a big number with the way defensive line, the defensive line from Miami has played all during the playoff. Listen,
but you can't go against IU,
dude. Ole Miss is the running Rebels.
Yeah,
and they put up, and yes, they scored a lot of points with 24 points. But you look at that game, Miami's defensive line still managed that game, and that other than that one big run that the running back had for Ole Miss, it was a wash. I
don't know where I'm going to go yet, but I know if I need to go Miami, I need to be taking it now. The points now.
Yeah.
Not that they're going to win the game, but the points. I think now is the time to do it if you're going to do it.
That plus that hook is a big difference maker, man, for sure.
Yeah. So it's just crazy. And now I'll tell you this: the hypothetical, because we were looking before. On the drive down on Friday morning, as we're walking through the city, the hypotheticals were out. Initial line was IU minus 5.5. Like the hypothetical line on DraftKings, right. And then when it became official, it bumped straight to 7.5. So
you know why? Because what they did to Oregon the second time. Because it's harder to win the second time against a team the same season. unless you're Kurt Signetti and the
Unless you're
Hoosiers,
Kirsten.
because people
Right.
aren't giving them credit. They beat the snot out of Oregon the first game. It wasn't 30 to 10, 30 to 20 close, or 10. It was not that close. You remember what the quarterback said? They confused me in the first game. I was conflicted. And then after the game the other night, he says, it wasn't what they did, it's what we did. No, you were shook again. Listen, you don't make those type of unforced errors without being shook. And he's got to call it like it is. He was shook.
How many times, JB, did it happen the other night? How many times was the headset going up and down?
Oh, man. And the headset, you needed more. And they Oregon enforcement didn't have it. Was Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, the Yankee Doodle Duck,
Scrooge McDuck.
You know what I'm saying? Scrooge McDuck, Huey Dewey, Louie Duck, Howard the Duck.
There we go. That's a great movie.
They needed all the ducks to help to like,
Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks, yes, man. Ducks stick together. So like, nah, man. I don't know. Last year, I like IU to win the Natty. As incredible as, you know what I'm saying, is that might sound.
Why not?
Tom Allen era. The Tom Allen era of football struggling in the Punch Bowl, you know what I'm saying, and now IU, you know what I'm saying. So I have too much. They don't offensively, man. They're not on you. They're out down. Everybody kind of knows it, and I kind of jokingly, the Las Vegas Raiders, you on the clock. I don't think that's, you know what I'm saying. The more and more I think about it, you know what I'm saying.
I don't think that's a stretch.
All right.
Clock.
I mean, the
Las Vegas Raiders, just make the call. Like, we're saying, you make the hire, make the draft pick on day one, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, just make the call. See if Kirk's in there. And everybody should have advantage as far as, like, you know what I'm saying, Kenny. But I didn't think he had them kind of wiggles at all, man. He had like a long run there.
That spin move when he fumbled and got the ball. That's thing. Everything that could have went right did go right for Indiana. But again, I just think they outclassed Oregon from the start, from the word go. Age be damned. I don't care if their average age is 24.
Tell. Yeah, you're a Big Ten pro positive program here, man. I kind of it's like the after effects of like the SEC. Right, we've already talked about 2 weeks prior the non-involvement of Notre Dame. Hell, Brandon Reef, we forget Brandon Reef took death threats from the Notre Dame faithful, man, because he a believer of their program as they were trying to get back into this playoff conversation, right? So, but like, no, man, SEC is well, from a media standpoint, it's kind of funny to me, man, how the same media folks always kind of there to prop them up are now, you know, kind of have to. Some of them have to eat crow. Some of these voices are like annoying because they never chime in on football season. You know what I'm saying? So like, why tap into that anyway?
Dumbass.
But right, because like you never hear none of these voices during Steve's voice. You never hear they all made Power Farm Bomb say sorry. Well, you know what? I'm sure the 10,000 Fine Bomb, he heard. We all know the Fine Bomb a year ago said, man, in the playoff, I retire. He said something crazy.
JB, you cutting out again, JB.
That's because I'm talking about the internet,
man.
Yeah,
because I'm talking about the SEC, man. They haters. All right, man. Be back.
I promise you, people don't care. that's just So I think what JB is saying. So he brought up the SEC, something about Fine Bomb. Listen, talking heads are gonna just do that, man.
That's your guy.
It doesn't. It shouldn't. Well, it moves a lot of people. I get it. It doesn't move. You know, the bottom line is the two best teams in that 12-team playoff are there. You know, I don't think that anybody can question that in any way. And the way they dominated. Think about what Miami did. They go to Texas A&M, kick the snot out of them, offensively and defensively, more defensively than offense. Then they go to Ohio State, smack them around. Then you turn around and you physically still manhandle Ole Miss. in Indiana. They beat the snot out of Alabama 33. Could have been 58-3. Then you turn around and do what you did to Oregon.
Mercy.
So from my perspective is anybody who has an argument about either of these teams in any way you want to have, that's on you. Two best teams right here, right now. They're gonna play on the 19th.
Man, I haven't heard
Bottom
too much. I need to hear Kirby Smart.
Damn.
I need to hear something.
JB, your dial up, man.
Damn.
Your dial up is rough, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, if he got a can with a string tied in.
Oh my God.
I think I know what he's kind of getting at, but at the end of the day, man, we can complain, but I mean, would you want two lesser teams in there right now?
No, I think those are the two right teams that need to be in it. I do.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: they both, as good as IU's defense is, I like the aggression that Miami plays with on their defense.
Yeah,
kind of has that little that early 2000s type of defense feel, right? On
aggressive, very aggressive.
Yeah,
but you remember you saw the game, that late hit in the fourth quarter almost cost them. The tackle went really late and speared the running back in the back. That's the thing what Miami will do. And if it gets tight, when it's tight and they feel some kind of way, the Miami Hurricanes are the type of team are going to do something to put themselves at an unenviable position. And if Indiana plays like they're playing, like aggressively and making 3rd and 7s, runs by Mendoza, watch for that type of a play to happen. I'm telling you, watch, because they were really good against Texas A&M. They were really good against Ohio State. They showed a little bit of it the other night against Ole Miss, and I'm telling you, Indiana isn't. Think about it. Indiana's never done anything. 1967, the Rose Bowl against O.J. Simpson. Everybody's calling them still chumps, and don't be surprised. Indiana's up 10-3, 13-3, 13-6, and something pops off. It would not shock me.
JB?
Who's winning this by 20 points, buddy?
Zip time?
JB, you need to be a betting man.
Who's winning this by 20 points?
Whew. Lordy. What do you say, Brandon?
Who shall they fear? You didn't already say it. You reminded me. They beat Alabama. You beat Ohio State. You won the Big Ten. What is Miami? Then that other fool over here with the snow on his lip. What do we care? Like, execute the plan. 20 points.
They were doubted all season as well, man. They've dominated as well, especially on defense.
Do we think I have more? I'm not going to say faith. I have more. I'd put more money down to think that Miami would have an opportunity to regress to what they've been more than what IU could regress to what they kind of were during the Iowa and Penn State times. With that being said, I like IU to win the national championship. Regardless, I just I don't know on spread wise what I'm going to do for our pick 'em on Tuesday, John. I'm going to wait to see what the line's kind of at before we make our decisions for that. But I think why not? You've learned your lesson if you bet against Signetti and the boys. I've went with them ever since the Iowa win. I've started picking them to win and cover, and they've done nothing but make me money. And they made me money on this past weekend. We had the over through the first drive on the third period. So I like the Hoosiers. I don't see a reason why this can't be the dream season for them. When
it's over, it's over. That's what they say in the betting world. When it's over, it's over. So that's a good call
D-Kai,
out.
What's that, Brandon? D-Kai, what you gonna do, man? D-Kai, what you gonna do? How you gonna fill this void, man? You got one more week. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're not a hard charger. I'm not saying you're not a hard charger on basketball. You know, but you kind of already said you are sour about the NBA and its officiating. I'm not saying I'm not either, but I still watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you gonna do? What you gonna do to fill the void, man? Are you gonna tap into the NHL world, man? Come on, man. The Blackhawks need you. Chicago Blackhawks need you.
Let me answer you. I'm gonna tap into the NBA because of my Pacer fandom. I'll be there tomorrow night, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna have my withdrawal symptoms because for me, this has been one of the best college football seasons in recent history. I mean, years for me. All the intrigue. Obviously, our show got off and got running on that as well. That's kind of helped a little bit as well. But man, I'm telling you, how can we complain about what's gone on from August to now? And listen, everybody's team not going to win. Only one team's going to win it every year. So, I mean, it's a chance. It's not a chance. But, man, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. Honestly, I'm going to watch more NBA, but I'm also tapped into college basketball. Last weekend, I probably watched 5 games. So I'm picking up my pace on college hoops because
you watch 5 games in a weekend, or a day. Which one?
That's Saturday.
I want you to be clear. Did you watch it in a weekend?
You watched it in last Saturday. Last Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I'm doing it because I'm scouting. Because in June, here's what I want to hear. With the first pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select. That's what I want to hear.
Not if you keep letting them damn win. Tell them to start losing.
I was like, what the hell are y'all doing winning 2 in a row?
Yeah, Siakam for All-Star. What y'all talking about? No. Don't, ladies and gentlemen, they do not speak for everybody. Siakam for All-Star. I know it's going to be kind of hard to get him in there, but three more wins.
Team in the league.
3 more wins. 3 more wins. They get
All-Star and the worst team in the league.
The worst team in the league? Oh, my goodness. I didn't think it was crazy.
The worst team in the league.
Yeah, they're the worst.
Yeah.
Somehow in the Adam Silver world, I feel like they would not get the #1 overall pick.
Oh, I got a real question. Where's my man at? We got a half hour till game time. Where's my man? Is he hiding? Is he hiding?
Hey, school starts this week. He's a little bit busy.
Oh, they're looking for Austin? Oh, man.
I saw 4 Herbert jerseys there in Oregon at the ball game.
I think
if I had to give you what they looked like, you could probably figure it out. Disheveled, scruff.
Hey, but in all seriousness, man, yeah, it's gonna be some withdrawal symptoms after the 8th of February because football's over. Now you got your combine, you got your draft, but it's not football though.
You got UFL. UFL JP will keep you updated on it.
Yeah. Davio Pega, they coming for you, UFL. That's where he'll be at.
Exactly. We'll keep him in the UFL. But what I'm gonna do, JB, I'm a submerge myself in college basketball, man. I've got to. Real talk. I'm gonna tell you,
don't be offended, man. If I've seen some NHL clips at 4:00 in the morning, man. I'm just
don't worry.
From the Avalanche. The Avalanche need you. They need your support out there in Colorado, man.
Oh man, hey, my Pacers need me more. But back to football. What do y'all think about what's going on with the transfer portal? Over 5,000 kids in the portal. Guys, 1-year deals, negotiating a verbal agreement, then reneging and going back. What do y'all think about all what's going on in the NIL world and the transfer portal?
I thought it was weird. Trinidad Chambers he has to petition to play 1 more year, but Ole Miss has kind of already given him some more money to stay. But they just picked up another quarterback from Auburn. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I thought, me personally, DK and Brandon Reed, like next year, there ain't nobody be else like Trinidad Chambers. You had to get back to the CFP in order to get back into the first round contention. Man, ain't nobody looking at you. They be looking at Arch. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be looking at Underwood. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody looking at Trinidad Chambers. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Here's the come. I'm just being honest with you. What I'm talking about is hot. Hot right now. Right now, the NFL was stretched for him. So I don't even
understand the Hoover kid next year for the NFL.
I don't understand why he went. I don't even understand why he petitioned for another year. Let's get.
I think they had the agreement in place before. That's why it was a $5 million deal. It was a $5 million agreement, and I think they assumed that the extension was going to be given. And when it was denied, now they're talking like there may be some litigation piece and him trying to re-petition for that additional year. I think a lot of this is driven by the negotiation piece, right? Like Horton, the receiver for Bama, he didn't commit to the portal until a week later. Why? Because he was negotiating with Alabama and he didn't get the number he wanted, which is fair enough. This isn't guys transferring because I don't like the school. These guys are saying, I want to strike while the iron's hot and get as much money as I can.
Right.
And that's why he left.
Well, right. So that kind of goes back to what is the goal here? Are we trying to get to the NFL or are we just trying to get paid? Because I think they're trying to do both, but you're not going to get a good quality NFL scout before the combine, all those things, if you're playing for, no disrespect, South Dakota Sisters of the Poor. If I'm saying if South Dakota Sisters of the Poor come up with the money and then you the top receiver, in AAC, whatever they play, and I get it, you got paid, and I'm of course I'm talking hyperbole, but again, the NFL scouting, I don't care. They will not NBA scouting too, whatever, man. I think they better, these kids that's in this portal, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because dude, you running from Michigan, unless you running to Alabama, I don't understand it. Or Florida, I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And then you better tell me the coach there better be rock solid. Unless you're running from another B program, the next step for you is go to the NFL. That's it. You talking about more, but maybe the NFL. NFL also does they do under scouting as well. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, we can go year to year where there's nobody kind of thought Riley Leonard could win them 3 or 4 games. I think Riley Leonard, you know what I'm saying, but there's guys that can play, and there's guys that that we know can't play like a dead dog. You know what I mean? But I thought with him being hot and with him, they beat Georgia. Look at, you go back to the Georgia game that they lost, go back to the Georgia game that they won. You go back to his resume, even back before he even got to Ole Miss when he transferred from Montana. He got the goods. So why would the NFL continue to let him medically get through a season when you can get that product over here? I get it, $5 million is in between, but man, what is $5 million to the Miami Dolphins? What is $5 million to the New York Jets? What is $5 million to the Arizona? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Cardinals, nothing. So I don't know, man. Sometimes these dudes listen to the wrong representation.
Brandon, you were going to say something to that, I think, as well too. Maybe what? I was like, you were going to say something to that point as well too.
No, I mean, I don't know. It's the Chambliss thing, him wanting to come back, and the reason why he says he wants to come back, and then it came out that it's really the money that Ole Miss was going to pay him. Yeah. So we know why, really what they're coming back, but I don't think his stock would be any higher than him going out now.
I think striking while the iron's hot. I even had people in some of my sports chats saying he was better than Mendoza and better than any other quarterback in the playoffs. After the way he played,
like that.
He's just 6 foot. He's just 6'1".
People want to be contrary, right? They want to be contrarian to Fernando Mendoza because he says the right things, he does the right things, and he's not embarrassing himself, right? You got to stick your chest out, and you got to say how great you are, because no one can tell how great you are unless you say how great you are. Your play doesn't matter, right? So to that point, that's what it is as well too. You got a guy who will play a hell of a game in the second half against Miami. Still came up short.
Yep.
You're not going to get any higher, son. Listen, you got a coach. You got a coach in Ole Miss. I promise you. You are at your pinnacle right now. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna throw him in the. Yes, I am.
Look, you are.
Yes, I am.
Listen, that's the best they're gonna do right there.
That's it. You are peaked. You are peaked. Watch.
And can I vent for a second?
We got 26 minutes. Vent away.
Get him out there.
I read something coming home, and it just shows to the dumbassery, the jackassery. Thank you. Shout out JMV. That happens in college football. And the reason why I had to quit Purdue football. You want to know why, John?
Wait a minute. What happened, Brandon?
This idiot coach, Barry Odom from UNLV, who was supposed to come and change the program. And the even bigger idiot, Mike Bobinski, athletic director. These two idiots went out and got a new defensive coordinator because the previous one that was there from Utah or went back, or not Utah, excuse me, UNLV just went back to be the defensive coordinator at UNLV.
Oh man,
so who then would you go out and hire for a defensive coordinator, right? These idiots went out and got Kevin Kane, who was their defensive coordinator 3 and 2 years ago. Guess what? He averaged giving up 40 points per game. They were ranked dead last in the Big Ten both years. They were ranked 131st out of 134 programs. And you go back to this jackass as your defensive coordinator. So I don't want to hear Bobinski say that he gives a shit about Purdue being good and being to the annals of IU, because it's a night and day difference. It's leaps and bounds before you even get to close to what IU has done. And it's a pathetic of a program up there in West Lafayette. So I don't want to hear it from Bobinski. He needs to resign immediately.
Next
week,
we will have better commentary about Purdue athletics from Brandon Reef, I guarantee you, because we'll be talking about college basketball.
Hell yeah.
And that's
boiler up for basketball.
That is where Purdue kicks a lot of ass. Purdue kick a lot of ass in college basketball.
This is how Brandon feels right now.
Purdue football is a joke, and you go back and get a defense coordinator that was, John, 131st out of 134 teams. There ain't many teams that were better than.
Hey, did he learn from his past transgressions? No.
Obviously not, because last year he was the defensive backs coach in Minnesota, and look what they did.
You feel like there was more in-state talent that you could have picked off somebody's tree. Hey, come.
Does he have pictures of someone tied to the headboard?
That's a wasted $850,000 contract this year that goes up to $1 million the second year.
Well,
they don't give it up. Bobinski, he does not care about Purdue being good in football. They said, well, what do you think of IU being? Well, we're right there. You ain't right there with them. Are you kidding me? Not even close.
You know, Brandon, you know what's funny? Purdue's peak was the Drew Brees era and the bowl down in Texas. That was their peak when they were better than Indiana.
Where you are when you talking about them being
as well.
I would say they.
I'm a Purdue fan, but I was embarrassed to read that, and that is complete crap.
Yeah,
that was their peak, man. That says something. Remember, because who was the coach? It was I think it was my man from Indiana that played basketball as well too. Went to Cecina. Who was the coach for IU football coach? When Purdue got their coach as well too. Same time.
You ain't talking about Bob. You ain't talking about Bob Davie.
No. Dave was at Notre Dame. No, I'm talking about IU coach and Purdue coach came the same time under the Drew Brees era.
You ain't talking about Mallory, are you?
No, it was after Mallory.
How long ago? Just tell me how long ago.
It was after Mallory, right after when Drew Brees was at Purdue during that time.
Oh God, it was Tiller's guy. Tiller,
Joe Tiller, and then at Indiana was the guy that he played hoops at Indiana.
Wasn't it?
No, it was after Hebner. It was it'll come to mind when I think about it. Anyway, they came at the same time. Who was it?
It was a Bill Lynch.
No, that's Ball State. No,
it might have was a Lynch. It might have was.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Lynch. This is a Hoosier alum.
Danny Hope was for Purdue. Danny Hope, that was Tiller's guy.
Danny, see, that's some. It'll come to mind. Anyway, if I think about Indiana football, I would have thought the Alamo Bowl is their peak. No one would have thought national title, January 19th, you're on the cups of a title in a dominating fashion. And here's the other thing about this Indiana team. The first modern day university that will have, if they win, an undefeated basketball champion and an undefeated football champion.
On the program,
Cam Cameron or Jerry DiNardo?
Cam DiNardo was at LSU. Cam Cameron, that's what it was.
DiNardo was there too. He was IU's coach.
Yeah, he was terrible. He left LSU. It was terrible.
8-27.
Yeah, he was horrible. Yeah. So wouldn't that be something? You got an Indiana program who has the distinction that no one else can say.
Yeah.
Our basketball team and football team both were undefeated champions.
So the Generals passed the torch.
I just had to go off on Purdue football because I read that article and I thought it was a complete joke.
Could it have been a joke? I mean, has it been verified?
It's been verified by the Indy Star and the Journal and Courier. So And there's video of them doing it too. It was a video when they turned into an article. So this idiot, Bobinski, was talking about, I'm not even mad at Purdue. I'm just mad at the program, the football program. It's a laughing stock of college football.
Whew. What do you do?
Spend the money. Spend the money.
They got money, right? They got the money.
They got plenty. Spend it.
The space program and all this stuff. What's going on, man?
Let me ask you this, because I asked my dad. Do you think when Bob Knight was at IU, do you think that he like kind of had his say and words and stuff to deplete the funds that should have went to the IU football team for as bad as they were? And to
I would, dude. He ran the city. He ran the school. He didn't look at the athletic director as his athletic director was his player. He ran the show there, which is why it blew up so bad in 2000. He's like, "What do you mean I'm not running the show?"
Here's
so,
another problem.
I would absolutely believe that. Why not?
Purdue will never strive to get to a national championship level football program and get the talent that they need, get the coaches that they need, because I will say at the alumni, the boosters, it's not Indiana's level of boosters and NIL.
Yeah.
It's not.
Wow.
That's a Purdue guy saying that.
So what happens then? Nothing? I mean, do you just say, well,
mediocrity, man. The football program just ends up being mediocre, and you enjoy your 6 wins at some point where you get a bowl game at 6 wins, and because they're never going to sniff top 5 in the Big 18 anymore.
Well, you realize it sounds just like Hoosier fans about 5 years ago.
Well,
I mean, just like it, man. Yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't have hope.
You know what they did? They got a new AD, right? They got rid of Fred Glass.
Yep.
And they went out and got Scott Dolson. Until Babinski leaves, I don't think that Purdue football team will ever be successful with him as being the athletic director.
So do you think now that they say Purdue, they flip the script and that money goes towards their basketball program to continue at the heights they're at? Because remember, they got a couple guys leaving. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So and also I think this is an opportunity for them to stick out and hope they can kind of catch lightning in a bottle, a season here, a season there. JB, I'm trying to add you to the stage, brother. I don't know what's going on.
I know. Hey, what about, and I read this, all money that Miami is making from the college football playoff when their victories, they get to keep it themselves and not give out to the ACC.
Why is that?
It's part of their agreement.
Huh.
I'll bring it up real quick again because I read that.
I don't know what kind of JB, your internet is. I'm adding you, and it's.
Yeah. So the University of Miami DCA is projected to earn roughly $20 million in the CFP payouts for their 2025-26 championship run. Under a unique ACC success initiatives model, Miami will retain 100% of the revenue rather than sharing it with the conference.
Well, you know what? That money is going to go towards those players because they've already got guys lined up in the portal. So that you think that 20 million is a big number? That money is going to be gone real quick.
Yeah,
they need that money.
High payout is a direct of the revamped ACC revenue model, which rewards team for deep postseason performances. So ACC, and the conference, you don't get any of it. It goes straight to the program. 20 mil.
That's about what, 6 players? Go ahead, JB. We
can hear you.
You went off camera. Okay, that's right.
Okay. As long as you can hear me, man, we're not gonna necessarily.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
That's what's kind of lagging. But like, where we at now? You talking about Miami? Not having to share none of the profits, man. Yeah, that's good for them, man. I can't shade that at all.
What do you think of the ACC?
Especially
like
with the pop.
Do you think the other schools have a right to be pissed with it, or just say, hey, get better, you can have it yourselves?
Yeah, get better. I'd say get better.
The ACC, with them politics they got between Florida State and Clemson, and everybody kind of dodging Notre Dame anyway, man. No, I don't think it's a problem.
Did he say dodging Notre Dame?
Man, they haven't played Clemson hasn't played Notre Dame since 2019, man. That's not if you have a relationship with a you know what I'm saying, a conference, like shouldn't you play the best teams in that conference?
JB,
Eagles
just got beat.
Say what?
49ers just beat the Eagles.
On the road.
What was the score?
On the road.
23-19.
Big time.
Yikes.
No more
Well,
champions.
Your boy from Ole Miss is done, JB.
That puts the Eagles out of their misery, man. They've been miserable since about week 4, and that number 11 needs to find itself another city.
He might come Tuscaloosa. Wide receivers coach.
Man, that dude. Listen, don't get me started on this, man. Listen, everybody knows I'm a Jalen guy, but number 11, I won't ever say his name again. No thanks. All the innocent. I'm reading a book on the bench to calm my nerves. I want to help the team win. Team's winning. You're not having good numbers. Then all of a sudden, you start pouting and speaking to the media. Then you have a big game. Guess what? Every big game he had, they lost. I bet you he was the leading receiver today. And I didn't watch much of the game at all. It's just the way it goes.
Shocker. I knew there was going to be an upset, man, in these NFL playoffs, man. You always got to find the upset. But
can you hear me?
I didn't think it was going to be.
Yeah, I got you.
So I looked at the Big Tens, right, for the media, the money. So the Big Ten is expected to receive $21 million per school from the CFP. It's from the CFP.
Per school?
The SEC. Yes. The Big Ten shares this revenue across the entire conference, with teams earning $4 million for the initial 12-team field participation and an additional $4 million for the quarterfinal and $3 million per round for travel. Total revenue, second only. So for each team making the 12-team field, $4 million. $4 million to each team for reaching this quarterfinals, and then $6 million for the semi, $3 million travel stipend per round, and then the rest of the money kind of gets dispersed out to the rest of the conference.
So they're still winning. You see, Purdue's winning without winning.
Well, go get another defensive coordinator. Thank God
that's not necessarily winning. That's just breaking even, probably, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
They've been at home. They've been at home since November.
D-Con, they've been home since September. Let's be real.
Good point.
Damn.
I don't know, man. It's this money thing is going to drive the money deal. Here's my question for you both. With all that's going on with the transfer portal, do you all think there's going to be a big push for regulatory guardrails around this transfer portal? Not just the NIL, but those are two separate entities, right? I think that there's closer to guardrails around the portal than they are NIL. That's what I think.
Yeah. I think you got to.
The answer is yes. One, the NCAA does not want any unionization, nor do they want any type of come back from 6 years from now and I got CTE problems, I got heart problems, I got health problems. So they got to be careful how they navigate any type of more money that kind of comes with the expansion of whatever. The NFL is under partner. My personal opinion, they're not partners. We know this, but it's under partner. Like they don't necessarily care what happens in the CFP or who become, but like who was the feeder system of the NFL, right? Now it ain't the UFL, y'all. So they wouldn't want to kind of care about that product, how it's going to transition, how they play their part, what's our receiver, or who quarterback, running back is going to be playing and featuring in our league, man. So I think it's definitely going to be something that all parties are going to send emissaries and folks and kind of hammer out. The NCAA though has got to hammer out its own problems first. Jay Billis said something. He said something about make players sign 2-year agreements. That sounds good, but you also going to have it built in. Can I have a buyout? Can I transfer? Like, what does that look like? And then a 2-year agreement. Like, I don't, it sounds good, but it's like more things need to get ironed out. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it will.
I agree.
I think it will.
I agree with that. I just think with the flooding of the portal, I think it's going to speed the process up. A lot of people are uncomfortable right now. with that many players in the portal. The challenge with that is a lot of those guys have bet on themselves for a few extra bucks. And some of them, when the rubber meets the road, because remember, the window closes on the 16th.
Right.
So after the 16th, either you're picked up or you're going to be saying, hey, school, can you take me back? And it's a good chance that school said, we moved on from this.
Yeah.
And
that's what coaches.
That's why I think there's going to be guardrails for the transfer portal sooner than NIL. That's exactly why. There'll be a lot of young men out there holding the bag saying,
got a hard no. They got a hard no when you talk about coming back. Like, even they don't care if you win Robinson. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't come back. No. You know what I'm saying?
But you follow me though? I think that's going to be that's going to be, we got to watch that, because between the 16th, which is the cutoff, then you got the 19th, which is the national championship game. Then you got the 23rd, which is the decision making. Are we going to go to 16? I believe they've already made their decision. I think they're going to go because they see the money.
Right. This is going to be different for different sports, though. Basketball players, how that's going to pan out. Like, man, I go ahead, Brendan.
No, you're good. You're good. I'll let you finish your topic real quick, because I want to switch gears on Sunday.
No, I just think that's it. I just think it's going to be different kind of, rules and stuff for basketball than it is for football. That's kind of just going to nip it in the bud.
Yeah. Looking at NFL, D-Cot, home teams are 1-3 in the playoffs right now.
Well, you know what that means? They're at a disadvantage. That's the problem.
Nah.
We got to fix this. It's just like the 27-day wait for teams with a bye. It's something wrong with the NFL.
Mm-mm.
They've got to change this, because there's no way that the home teams are such a disadvantage of playing in front of their home crowd. We gotta change this.
The Eagles are dysfunctional.
They're 1-3.
Jacksonville.
They were one Bears player away from it being 0-4.
Hey, change is on the horizon.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Tomorrow night we write.
Brandon took Green Bay. So he.
No, and I'm saying that tongue in cheek, but the same excuse for the 27-day wait.
Yeah, I know. Steelers will right the ship tomorrow night, boys. Just believe.
Hey, they play tomorrow.
Oh my God!
Monday Night Football.
I'm thinking they were late. I know San Diego and what's it called, the late game tonight?
Justin Herbert's against the Drake Mays.
I keep calling them San Diego. You know what? I can't stop calling them San Diego Chargers.
He better do something tonight other than look at his shadow. It ain't Groundhog Day, is it?
Damn.
For Justin Herbert, I hope it ain't.
What happened?
I might FaceTime. I might. If he fails miserably. If Justin Herbert fails miserably, I'm.
Want to clip that?
Maybe AJ Brown's a Patriot next year.
Oh my goodness! Evil Empire.
You don't want to Timu.
What are you doing?
T.O.
I know, but they do.
No, man. And stop saying his name. You can't say his name on the show. You got to call him number 11.
They can manage it.
They probably number 11.
I don't think I'll ever say his name out loud again.
Damn.
He has single-handedly sabotaged their season by acting as though all he wants to do is help win. When they're winning, you're helping winning by being on the field.
Who's the Pacers play tomorrow?
We got the Boston Celtics, baby, and the
take MVP.
Let's go. The MVP, Jaylen Brown, is in the house.
Let's take an L.
Did you see this? This dude dunked harder than Karl Malone, Brandon Reed. I know he was on the road. And like last night, he got Jaylen Brown dunked harder than Karl Malone.
Hey,
look it up real quick.
They got cheated last night against Wemby. The referees, Tyler Ford on the sideline. They had some phantom calls, man. And,
what did I miss with Jalen with Schroeder and Luka?
We all missed it because they were under the tunnel. He went at him. Supposedly tried to do bad things to him. But here's the thing: Schroeder's an even kill guy. He's a German. That dude, he's as even kill as can be. Something must have been said really bad.
There's a video I saw tonight where he was telling about he should have took the contract.
He slapped him?
Talking trash, man.
No, he said he took the contract, 80-something mil that the Lakers were going to offer.
They said in the locker room, after the locker room, he slapped Luka Doncic, but like nobody
got a video of it. I can believe that.
Oh,
because
yeah.
something
Where's
has to
LeBron
go
at?
in.
Isn't he supposed to be the forcer?
Well, as you
Yeah.
can see, Rich Paul's trying to talk. Rich Paul trying to talk LeBron James out of the LA, but to where I don't know. Hey man, D-Cot, send a message through the IU people, man. Isaiah Thomas, clip this. You better than that. Jonathan Birdsong said, "You better than this Michael
Hey man,
Jordan back
leave
and
Zeke
forth. I'm
alone.
tired of it, man.
Leave Zeke
You better
alone.
than that, man. He from Chicago, man. Michael Jordan is the Chicago Bulls, man. Isaiah Thomas, you forever Detroit Pistons, man. It is okay, but like Isaiah, we don't need this from you, man.
Yes, we do. It keeps the irons hot, man. Yes, we do. We need all that smoke.
Hey, where's
man?
what team? I guess what team would you if you were a general manager? Well, do you kick the tires on the John Morant? Maybe he just needs to get out of Memphis.
Dude, listen.
For who?
I'm gonna tell you this.
Availability.
Here's my take. John Morant,
Uh-oh.
Ball, and Trey Young. You can throw them all up in there. They're all the same. They're not winning players. Take your pick. Ball, Trey Young, or Ja. They're all the same. Not winning players. You can pick.
What Brandon? I was gonna save this for Wednesday. What Atlanta kind of got back in the trade, like Brandon Reef, like that kind of told you, man. You got an expiring contract and CJ McCollum, CJ McCollum to anything big time money, and you got the homie Kispert. Again, no shade to him.
Atlanta fans were not happy when I was down there. Atlanta fans were not happy.
They love Trey Young. They love
Trey
him.
Young still up on the side of the building when I was down there.
Yeah, they love him.
So something about that draft that they was in, man, and definitely about the kind of players like Trey Young. Like if you're gonna be a point guard as undersized, quote unquote, then you're gonna have to guard. You can't just Steven Nash out there like that no more.
Well,
man.
he ain't guarding anytime soon.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't even guard like Mighty IT. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Right. They kind of hit him, quote unquote, in Boston back in those years. So I mean, Brandon, go back to Luka Doncic, man. If I'm the Lakers, man, I'm not giving that dude no big money. Not no big money, man. But
it's too late now. Luka got his. Who you talking about? You talking about Bron?
Well, I'm talking about any type of even bigger money. So like extension. I know LeBron James is done, and like that. Literally, Isaiah Thomas and Rich Paul need to have their own podcast where they can talk. They can hate on Michael Jordan. They can pump up LeBron James, and Isaiah Thomas can pump up himself too. I think it might do numbers for him. Be honest with you, but
and that's possible. Hey, fellas, as we wind this thing down,
wind it down.
Obviously, college football is our big deal, Avi. We're gonna change the insignia after next week. There's gonna be Crosstown College basketball recap. We're gonna go the same route because as we get close towards spring, late spring, early summer, it's going to heat up because here in the city of Indianapolis, one of those difference makers are going to be in the city of Indianapolis come June.
Nate Oates is going to be the Kentucky basketball coach 2027.
Please. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, Alabama lost another 92-96 game. What a surprise. I keep telling y'all, if the talent's even, they're losing.
Get yourself in that banner. That's all I got to say.
Lord have mercy.
Boiler up.
Hey, but as we finish up, guys, hey, appreciate you all being on the show. You guys got anything going on this week?
Doing our show Tuesday night. I've got a wedding anniversary with the wife on Wednesday, so doing our show Tuesday. Catching up on this IU, previewing the Miami. We've got our pick'em, and then obviously talking some NFL playoffs. We'll see my reaction the day after with the Steelers tomorrow night against Texans. By the way, I'm a little nervous because the Ravens, they didn't really have a pass rush against Pittsburgh. Houston, that's all they do is pass rush. So hope to God the line can block. There are going to be a lot of dink and dunk passes by Rodgers. Hopefully you can get up to Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, show Tuesday night and excited for that. And then the 19th, like you said, next Sunday, we start the college basketball show. Yeah. And we'll talk a little national championship on that night for college football.
Question for you. Are you all going live after the Natty on the 19th?
Oh, man. Whoever wins, probably. Don't matter.
we're probably
Probably we
looking,
did for Purdue basketball.
we were looking to go live after. Maybe we can do a cross time. If you all were going to do it and we were going to do it as well, no need in having two separate. So we do one. I think that'd be pretty cool. We get down there, about half hour, 45 minutes, nothing too crazy. I got a half a day that 20th because it's the last 12 years I've scheduled off either the full day or a half day after the Natty because I'm so used to Alabama being in. So I've got it scheduled already.
Do we go live tonight after Herbert's third interception? I just need to know.
Down. Hit me, ping me up.
That's not big enough.
But anyway, well, I'm gonna do Cox Corner this Wednesday. Since you guys are doing your show on Tuesday, do Cox Corner on Wednesday, and we'll see what happens over the weekend with hoops and going into the 19th, fellas, for sure.
You better tap in. You better tap into Nebraska.
You better get a better internet connection.
Yeah, hey, dial-up is not your friend, JB.
We gotta fix it. Maybe.
Hey, thanks for showing up, everybody. Thanks for watching the show. Good night from Cross Time Sports. Y'all take care.
Bird.